year, thousands of car buyers in Ireland go in search of the perfect mid-sized family car that will tick all of the boxes. Now, if you're shopping in this hugely competitive segment, it can be more than a tad confusing. The Volkswagen Passat, the Ford Mondeo and the Toyota Avensis have this area all sewn up. Or do they? The Peugeot 508 is a brand new car and it doesn't even resemble the 407 it replaces. It's a really stunning model and it actually takes its styling cues from Peugeot's SR1 concept. The front of the car is the most striking aspect. When you get to the back of the car though, well, that's a different kettle of fish. Lots of people have really mixed feelings about the tail, especially the chrome finish. Paddy really doesn't like it. I think it's got a very attractive rear end. What? It does. The LED tail lights also make the car look a bit more upmarket. This has got something that will really appeal to car buyers out there. It's not quirky, it's not sporty, but then it doesn't claim to be. It's got elegance and is executive-like rather than edgy. Inside the cabin is just as impressive as the outside. It really is first rate. Now granted we are in the high spec model, but it kind of feels like an Audi from the materials they've used to the way they feel to the touch. It's very comfy. A lot of people who buy a car like this, they're going to be spending a lot of time in it and they won't have any reason to complain. Another thing I really like about this car is the amount of space that's in it. You have a decent amount of headroom here, loads of room in the back. It's actually comparable to a 607 rather than a 407 in terms of space. But, well, it is very comfy and very homely. Don't be fooled into thinking this car hasn't got a bit of life in it. It totally has. Peugeot have fitted the 508 with standard hydraulic power steering as opposed to an electronically assisted one. This is a proper driver's car. You can really feel the tyres. There's a real connection to them. And we're in Malahide on very winding roads and it handles them so well. Bon travail, Peugeot. Diesel engines are the really big sellers here in Ireland, so it's no surprise that Peugeot have lined up 4 variations of the HDI units. There is a petrol version, it's just not available in Ireland. Now the 112 horsepower is likely to be the most popular. It's a 1.6 litre, and for 1,600 more you can get the eHDI version, which comes with stop-start technology and reduced emissions. You can also opt for the 140 brake horsepower, it's a 2 litre, or 163 brake horsepower in the 2 litre. It's worth noting as well that the 112 brake horsepower version, it goes from 0 to 100 in 11.3 seconds. The 140 brake horsepower version, it reaches that speed in 1.5 seconds faster. So not much of a difference there at all and hardly record breaking. Earlier in the series I tested the brand new Volkswagen Passat. Both these cars would be aimed at pretty much the same buyer, and I have to say I much prefer this car, and I think the hydraulic steering really gives it the edge. It's not just built for purpose, it's also built for pleasure. The 508 has just gone on sale here in Ireland, which is a bit late in the year for a manufacturer to bring a fresh offering out the box. But this car is hard evidence that Peugeot has improved immensely, and it has to be considered in the same breath as its established rivals. And you know what? I think it was well worth waiting for.